What up, YouTube? It's your boy MBM back again with another one, and today we are back with the God Particle again, but this time we're doing something different. We're going to be using this plug-in to check our levels, to monitor the loudness of our mix and our instruments, along with our kick and our 808, to see where that stands and how we can boost our 808 and kick a lot louder than what we tend to hear when we are mixing. So, who do I think this plug-in is for? I feel like it's for new engineers. I wouldn't even say new engineers, but people who's getting into producing and who want to make beats and want to sell their beats, or you want to do a master. I feel like this plugin is for people like that. Being that I bought the plugin before it was just a demo, I wanted to mess around with it to see how it was, but I actually purchased the plugin to do a lot more to see. I really wanted to put it to its pesos. I wanted to step on the gas a little bit more with this plugin. So, being that I had it for a little while now, I kind of want to share with you guys of how you can use this plugin. A lot of people is calling it snake oil. I don't think it's snake oil. I think it's a good plugin. Like I said, if you want to monitor the loudness of your mix, you can do that with this plugin. You got to know what the plugin is about. That's the reason why I purchased the plugin, because I wanted to play with it more. I wanted to make sure that this was something that I wanted to add to my arsenal. Also, it has levels that you're supposed to hit as far as the green bars that's on there. You got your highs, your mids, your lows, and then you got a nice EQ to go along with gain reduction. You got an input, you got an output. So a lot of this can help you monitor your mix. Now, being said, you also want to use the wave, I think it's the WLM Plus, to monitor your mix, the LUFS. That'll help you guys a whole lot. So if you got that plug-in, make sure if you don't have it, make sure you get it, because this plug-in is going to help you along with the God Particle plug-in, along with a bus compressor and stuff like that. You guys want to get your beats selling. We want to get our mix sounding louder. We want to get things selling better. We want to compete on an industry level. We want to be able to sell our music. So I believe this plugin can help you do that if you're a producer and you want to get your beats to sounding a lot louder than what they are. At the end of this video, you'll see the actual plugin go to work when I turn it up to match the -9 dB target that I'm trying to hit. Before we dive off into this video, man, you know what y'all got to do. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, that'll keep you in tune with all the latest content I drop. Also, smash that like button. Man, let's get this algorithm pushing by dropping a comment below. You know what we got to do first, man. We got to roll that intro, so let's get it. All right, cool. So, like I said, man, this is not a tutorial on how to mix a beat. This is just showing you guys that who are producers that you can use this plugin to monitor, the loudness of your music. You can actually, mix your drums. You can mix your 808. And the cool part about it is, excuse me, the cool part about it is that you can actually, look at these meters. Let me go to the master, and then let's pull up the actual plugin. So, yeah, if you purchase this plugin, man, you didn't go wrong. And I really feel like this plugin is for people who's starting off with music, people who's doing music now, and I think it makes things a little bit easier to go. Like, man, it makes it a little easier. So, far as like I said, man, all these meters is what you want to read and what you can look at, and it helps you push your music a lot louder than what you normally do. So, like I said, you got your input, you got your EQ, which you can bump up. You can bring the lows up some, you can bring the mids, the highs. Then you got your gain reductions, your high, mid, and lows. Then you got your limiter. Then you got an output. Man, I need some water. Hold on. I ain't got no water around me, dude. Then you got your highs. Then you got your highs up here. Now, what I'm gonna do is, like, I'm gonna use the plugin. So, say for instance, like, you got an 808, right? And you playing your 808. So I'm gonna play my 808, and then I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna read this right here. And so basically, they're saying the 808s should hit, your kicks and stuff, should hit within a green of this. So I don't know. You can go over. You don't have to play by the rules if you don't want to, but I like to just tap this a little bit and tap the lows. And hitting this meter right here and everything, you're in the clear. So the good part about it is if you don't know, like most of you guys that's doing music that's new to making beats, you can't tell how loud your 808 and your kick should be, definitely use this. This will help you guys out. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to mix through the beat. I may stop a few times and talk a little bit, but this is just showing you that this plug-in is pretty much worth it. A lot of people calling it snake oil, but I don't think it's snake oil. I think it's a good plug-in, you know what I mean? So let's mess around with it. And then I'm going to show you, like right now, I'll play my 808. And then let me go back to the master. So I'll play my 808, and then we'll look at the reading of this right now. So as you can see on the input, I'm actually hitting the green, but far as the gain reduction where my mids and my lows is, I'm not really hitting this. So I'm gonna go over to my 808, and on my 808, I got an R bass, a Shadow Hills mastering compressor on that, and a black box. With the R bass, I hit it a little bit, and then I added the compression from the Shadow Hills to kind of tame the 808 a little bit to bring it down. So you'll see right here. So that's going to tame my 808, and then I'm going to actually bring in some saturation to it to bring that 808 up. And then with this saturation going, I want to go over to the God particle plugin, and I want to see if I'm hitting here. And if I'm not hitting here, it's basically telling me that I got some extra room to boost my 808 up to start, to make that beat thump a little louder. And that's perfectly fine right there. So now I'm gonna bring in the clap. So I am gonna I'm gonna be mixing the beat as I go, but it's gonna be a soft mix, and then at the end we want to see the results with the God plugin. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to open up Waves, and then go to your WLM Plus, and this is where we're going to monitor our beat at. So we want our LUFS to, we want to bounce it down to sell a beat. So we want to compete with, industry standard beats and stuff like that. We want to compete with industry beats. So basically what we want to do is our target is around -9 dB. So up in here, that's what we want to hit. It can hit a little lower, but you'll get a check mark letting you know that that's what you're hitting. That's your target. So down here, we want to take it to -9. That's the lowest we can go. I wish you can go a little lower than that because I like 8. And then here, we would just want to turn that off. We want to turn this off, and we want to turn this off too. So now, right here where our LUFS is at, this is our target. This is what we want to hit, -9 dB right here. That's what we want to hit. So let's play it, and then you'll see what I mean. All right, so that's cool to me. So we're kind of already there with the 808 kicking, you know what I'm saying? And we haven't even turned on the limiter. But I know at the end, I'm going to have to do a little bit of reduction from the limiter. I'm going to have to take a little bit off just to get this to hit where I want it to be. So now I'm going to start mixing the beat, and then we're going to come back to the plug-in. But this is what I mean by, like, this plug-in can really help you out. You know what I mean? Like, you can monitor your sounds. You can monitor how loud your instruments are. So let's go to Fat Filter. Add a Pro QE3. And then I'm gonna roll off 48, 100 here. So I'm rolling off 100 on everything that, 0 to 100, so the 808 and the kick can breathe. All right, and as you can see, my LUF is at -13, so we're still in a good range around here. So like I said, this is where we're going to reach at the end of the beat. We don't want to be hitting here right about now. So let's get back to the mix. And I just want to run through this, and I'm just showing you guys that this plug-in, it's worth getting, man. You know what I mean? I ain't sponsored by none of this. I just feel like it's a good plug-in for people who starting off, that's trying to get into music, that need a little help with, or people who don't know how to get their music to be loud enough to, sell their beats and stuff like that. This will help you out. Let's see. Now we're going to the Vox. And then what I also want to check is I want to go to my ozone and I want to throw an emitter on and just make sure I don't have any phase issues going on. So like I said, like that plug-in is good for your arsenal because you can control and you can watch things as you go. So I'm going to add an emitter. And remember, like, I just want to be in a positive. I don't want to be in a negative. I want this to be shooting straight up the middle. It can go over here a little bit, but you damn sure don't want it in these areas right here that let you know you got a phase issue going on. All right, cool. So let's go back over here. Now we're going to go to our sounds. All right, now I'm gonna add a stereo imager in it. Stereo, where are we at? Where is Matthew Lane? Stereo Delta, I'm gonna widen it up. Like just having it on, mixing to it gives you like a lot clarity and you can feel the beat a lot more. When it's off, you can see that the beat is dry. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it's all the way dry, but this just add a little more spank to it to give you more of a rhythm and feel. So we're gonna keep moving. back and look at the plugin. And then what I like to do on my master bus, I like to have a bus compressor on there to where I can kind of soften the mix up a little bit, bring it down just a little bit. I like to hit between 0 and 4 around, around this spot right here. This is like the sweet spot, and bring it down. So now I have access of bringing the volume of my mix up more when I get ready to use the limiter on this, or if it's loud enough already when you turn the limiter on, and if I need to just bring it down a little bit, I can, just to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that I'm hitting -9 on this. So let's just make sure that, let's see where we at right now on this. Okay, cool. And then once I turn this on, this is gonna bring this number down even a little bit smaller. So we're gonna continue, and then we'll get back to that. So we just remember, add a bus compressor if you can on your master bus. These things you want to learn how to use. I got a lot of tutorials on all this, so you guys can go back and watch them. That's the reason why I'm just breezing through this real quick. Let's turn this on now. All right, so now I got my beat the way I want it. I'm gonna head over here, and I'm gonna turn on mono just to make sure that I don't have anything phasing out over here. I'm gonna watch it right now to make sure I don't have anything phasing, and then I'm gonna turn on mono just to look at some of my instruments to make sure nothing's over here. So let's check it out. So when you turn on mono, you just want to make sure you hear those instruments that you just mixed a little bit, as far as the strings or whatever, the pads or whatever you have. You just want to make sure you hear that in the mix. If you don't hear that in the mix, start bringing it up a little bit, and then turn on mono, and then see if you can hear it. And then that'll help you, make sure you don't, that'll keep you from having any phase issue going on right there. So let's look at this plugin real quick. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna actually throw the sauce on it now. I'm gonna turn on the master bus real quick. And with the master bus, I always hit the ratio around 2. And with the release, I leave on auto. The attack, I put around 10. And the threshold, we'll probably bump it up. But if I don't need to turn the threshold up if I see it hitting here. All right, cool. So right there is cool for me. Now I want to go back and look at this LUFS meter and make sure, see if this brought that down a little bit by using a bus compressor. So what you did, now by turning on the limiter on this, now I'm ready to start competing with industry level beats. Now you're using this right here, you're using the limiter right here to bump up the volume of your beat. Now you can bring the loudness up of your track. So let's do that. now that checker shows you that green check mark shows you that that's your target of what you was trying to hit. Now you are thumping at an industry level, man. You got your beat loud. You can put this up on whatever you're trying to sell it on, or if you got artists you're getting ready to record with, that beat is loud enough as a 2-track for them to record to and get a good song mixed by it, and it'll sound real good. Now, as you can see, this plug-in is well worth it. Like, this is what you can do to take advantage of this plug-in. Like, it helps you monitor the loudness of your song, which that's what I would definitely use it for, and I think that's what you should use it for too. It's a dope plug-in, man, so don't listen to everybody. Try it out yourself, man. And like I said, a lot of people calling it snake oil. I don't think it's snake oil. I think it's a great plug-in. And I'm not going to lie about plug-ins. I actually, I did the demo. I played around with the demo like everybody else did. And then I actually went on ahead and bought it and was like, let me play with it more and let me see what I can do with this. And then I found out that I can monitor the loudness of my music with this plug-in, and it's a lot easier to do. I didn't do a video right here, you know what I mean, because I really wanted to use all these plugins so y'all can see, and not my screen ain't on here, and y'all can really pay attention to this. And it's dope, like I said, add the compressor to it. And the restream right here is for when I'm streaming or whatever, which I'm getting ready to start doing. So y'all get ready, man. Your boy about to start streaming, and y'all can see me live, and I'll be, probably making a beat or mixing a beat. More than likely, I'll be mixing because that's what I do all day. So yeah, man. And like I said, if you don't have a plug-in, get it, put it in your arsenal. It'll help you a lot when it comes to making your beats and selling your beats and getting your beat to a loud industry standard. So this will help you out a lot, man. And just make sure you mix well, you know what I mean? And go back, check your P's and Q's and make sure everything is done. But I hope you guys learned something in this tutorial, man. I hope you guys, you know what I'm saying, I hope you guys go get the demo or whatever, this plug-in, play around with it, see what you can do with it. Like I said, this is my second time around with it, and I had to really make sure that I was, I liked this plug-in because, it just came out that day and I wanted to try it out, and I did it on how to master with it. And that's another thing it's good for. It's good for mastering. So, check it out. And then not only that, man, you can turn the lows up. Let's mess around with the lows real quick before I go. Everything hitting in the green, man. Hey, it's your boy MBM, man. I hope y'all learned something, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Y'all take care, boy, and I'm out. So that's how I monitor my mix with using this plug-in. Like I said, it's a good plug-in to use. You guys check it out, man. It can help you a lot. I really believe it can help out a lot of new people who's trying to figure out how loud their kick should be, how loud the 808 should be, and using this plug-in to get you there. So basically, it's monitoring your mix for you, also adding some clarity to your beats and adding some clarity to your music, man. And do I mix with it? Yeah, I mix into it. You know what I'm saying? I use the bus compressor. I use you see what I use. It's up there. But I don't want to talk y'all to death. I don't want to talk y'all to death. I just want to say I appreciate y'all for tapping in, rolling with your boy. Hey, man, y'all have a blessed day and everybody a beautiful moment. Hey, so y'all take care, man. It's your boy MBM. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. That'll keep you in tune with all the latest content. Hey, it's your boy MBM. Y'all keep up, man. And I'm out. Thank you.